Good day, students. So still, our lesson is all about operations and functions, and for today, we will be focusing on multiplication. So in multiplication of functions, you are just simply multiplying the two functions. And the notation would be f times g's of x equals to f of x times g's of x. So in multiplication of functions, it is important for you to know how to identify what method or what process you are going to use. Okay? So let's say you are given a function x times the binomial x plus 3. So this is multiplying monomial by binomial. Okay? So when we say monomial, you have one term, and when you say binomial, you have two terms. Okay, so how are you going to multiply this kind of functions or this kind of problem? So you will be using the distributive property of multiplication, or just simply the rainbow method. So let me show you how it is being done. So let's say we have x times the binomial x plus 3. So what you're going to do is to use distributive property. So meaning, your monomial term outside should be distributed on the terms inside your parentheses. So first is x times x, which will give you an answer of x squared. Okay, so how did I get 2 here, or exponent of 2? Alright, so remember, if you're multiplying variables, you are adding their exponent. So in here, pag there is no exponent, but that is equivalent to 1. So invisible 1. So 1 plus 1, that is equals to 2. Okay, next, monomial outside, and then to your second term. So x times positive 3, so that is positive 3x. So the final answer here is x squared plus 3x. Okay, next. So we have here 2x times the quantity x squared minus 4. Okay? So, monomial by binomial. So, use distributive property. So, first, 2x times x squared. So, that is the answer of 2x cubed. Ayan. So, don't forget to add your exponents on each variable. So, again, invisible 1. And then we have 2. So, we got 3. Okay? Next, 2x to your next term. So, consider the sign to the left of the number. Okay? So, that is negative 4. So, positive 2x times negative 4, that will give you an answer of negative 8x. Okay, so that is how you are going to multiply monomial by binomial. Okay, so sometimes you are also asked to multiply binomial by binomial, meaning two terms with two terms. Okay, so if you are given a problem like this, what you are going to use is the FOIL method. Okay, FOIL method meaning F stands for your first terms, O for your outer terms, I for your inner terms, and L for your last terms. Okay, so let's have an example. Let's say we have the quantity 2x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 3. So, as I've said, this is binomial by binomial, so we are going to use the FOIL method. So, we need first to get the product of your first terms. Okay, so in here, your first terms would be 2x and x. Okay, where can you locate that? Here. The first term in your first binomial and the first term in your second binomial. So, 2x times x, that will give you an answer of 2x squared. And next, for your outer term, we have here 2x times 3 equals to 6x. So, where is that? Outer term meaning yung nasa pinaka-left at nandun sa pinaka-right. So, again, that is 2x yung sa first nating binomial at yung pinaka-right natin ay yung 3. So, that's why we have 2x times 3. Okay. And for your inner term can be locate at the middle. Okay? So, yung magkatabi sa gitna. So, that is 2 and x. So, 2 times x, the answer is 2x. And of course, your last term are the two numbers. Okay? So, 2 times 3 equals to 6. Alright, and then the final answer is, by combining all of these terms, you have 2x squared plus 8x plus 6. So, how did I get positive 8x? Here, combining your outer and inner term. Okay. Okay, so there are cases also that you will be given binomial and trinomial. So how are you going to multiply binomial by trinomial? Okay, so in here you will be using also the distributive property of multiplication. Alright, so let's have an example. So let's say you have the binomial x plus 3 times the trinomial x squared minus 4x plus 2. So, gaya ng sinabi ko, in here, you will be using distributive property of multiplication. So, meaning, yung each term in your binomial, it will be distributed to your trinomial. Okay. So, ang technique dyan, you can separate it. So, unahin mo muna natin yung x. Okay. So, kunin mo muna si x dito, and then multiply it to your trinomial. Alright. So, gaya ng sinabi ko, you will be using distributive property. So, x times x squared, we have here x cubed. Okay? Then next, x times negative 4x, you have negative 4x squared. And lastly, x times positive 2x, you have here positive 2x. Okay, so you're done with x. You can now go to your next term, which is 3. Ayan. So, copy 3 and then your trinomial. And then do the distributive property again. So, 3 times x squared, we have here 3x squared. And then, 3 times negative 4x. So, we have negative 12x. And then, 3 times positive 2, that will give you an answer of positive 6. Okay? And the next step, you just have to combine the answer sa kanilang dalawa. Okay? So, this is the answer in here using x. So, x cubed minus 4x squared plus 12x, plus 2x. Okay? And then, yung answer naman dito, so we have here positive 3x squared minus 12x plus 6. And then, last step is just to combine like terms. Okay, so the final answer will be x cubed minus x squared minus 10x plus 6. Okay, what have you observed? Decreasing order ang ating mga exponents. So, you have to start with the highest exponent. Okay. So, kinumbine, dito naman, paano nakuha? Copy lang natin yung x cube. Ito naman, paano nakuha yung negative x squared? Siyempre, kinumbine natin yung negative 4x squared and positive 3x squared. So, the answer is negative x squared. And then, ito naman, negative 10x. Okay, so we combined positive 2x and negative 12x. That's why we got negative 10x. And then, yung number only, positive 6, wala na siyang kasama, so just copy. Okay. Okay, now your turn. So, will you try to multiply the two functions? So, in here, we have function of x equals to x, and g sub x is equals to 4x plus 3. Alright, so, what are you going to use here? Yes, monomial by binomial. Okay, so, let me give you 2 minutes to answer this problem. Alright, so let us check your answers. So we have here, the answer is 4x squared plus 3x. Okay, so this is the solution for the first activity. Ayan. So, monomial by binomial. So, you will going to use distributive property. Okay. So, first is multiply x to 4x. That's why we got 4x squared. Second, multiply x to positive 3x. That's why we got positive 3x. Okay, next, your turn again. So we have f of x equals to x cubed minus 3, and g sub x equals to 4x plus 3. Okay, so let me give you 3 minutes for this. So, what are you going to use? Yes, binomial by binomial. So, pag binomial by binomial, you are going to use, okay, the FOIL method. Ayan, so 3 minutes. Okay, and the answer here is 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 12x minus 9. Alright, so let us discuss the solution in the previous activity. So, what you have multiplied is a binomial by binomial. So, you are going to use the FOIL method, okay? So, starts with your first term, x squared times 4x. So, ito yon. So, x squared and 4x. And then, your outer term, which is x squared times 3. So, pag sinabing outer term, yung pinaka-left at pinaka-right. And then, your inner term is negative 3x times 4x. Yan yung magkatabi sa loob, inner term. And your last term are the two numbers only, which is negative 3 and 3. Okay? Or yung nasa pangalawa sa first binomial at pangalawa din sa second binomial. Negative 3 and 3. So that will give you an answer of negative 9. And lastly, you just have to combine the answers. So we have here 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 12x minus 9. Okay? Again, decreasing order ang ating mga exponent. Okay. Alright. So, last exercise. So, let's practice naman binomial by trinomial. So, your binomial is x squared minus 3 and trinomial is 4x squared plus 3x minus 3. Alright, so the answer should be 4x raised to 4 plus 3x cubed minus 15x squared minus 9x plus 3. Okay, so will you try to show or your solution? Okay, so dapat ang lalabas ay yung ganitong answer. Ayan, so this is the solution for the third exercise. Binomial by trinomial. So, ano yung sabi ko kanina? Pag binomial by trinomial, you will be using the distributive property of multiplication. Okay? So, separate mo yung binomial natin dito. And multiply it to your trinomial. Okay, like this. So, first, we consider the first term in your binomial, x squared, and then we just copied your trinomial, and then distribute your binomial to each term. Ayan, so x squared times 4x squared, we got 4x raised to 4. Again, paano nakuha yung 4? Add the exponents. Okay? Then, to the second term, x squared times positive 3x. That will give you an answer of positive 3x cubed. Okay? And then, to your last term, x squared times negative 3. That will give you an answer of negative 3x squared. Okay, and then, let's consider the second term here, negative 3. Ayan. So, don't forget the sign on the left side of the number. Kasama niya yun lagi. Okay. That distribute also. So, negative 3 times 4x squared, negative 12x squared, negative 3 times positive 3x, negative 9x, and then, negative 3 times negative 3, of course, that is positive 9. And then you combine the answers in here sa first and second. So, that's why we have here 4x raised to 4 plus 3x cubed minus 3x squared. So, galing siya dito. Then, i-connect mo lang yung answer sa pangalawa. Negative 12x squared minus 9x plus 9. Then, combine like terms. Okay? And then, arrange from highest to lowest degree. So, may kasama pa ba tayong term na may x raised, naka-raised to 4? Wala na. So, just simply copy. How about term na may cube? Okay, wala. So, nag-iisa lang siya. That's why we copied it only. Okay. So, in here, nung napansin ninyo, mayroon tayong dalawang term nga naka-exponent ng 2. So, we will combine them together. So, negative 3x squared minus 12x squared. So, that's why we got negative 15x squared. Ayan, next. Yung may x lang. Okay, so nag-iisa lang siya. That's why copy lang. And then, yung number lang. So, copy lang din. So, the final answer is 4x raised to 4 plus 3x cube, minus 15x squared minus 9x plus 9.